So, Okaloosa County, I guess the mayor is considering doing a curfew here in this part of Florida, Upper Florida. Apparently because of the nuisance in Miami with all that drama down there with the kids, the spring break kids, going stupid. Why you tourists come to our state and act like a butthead? Go back to your own corona lockdown state and do that. Get out of here. We don't need it. We have a nice, happy place. But they're talking about doing a curfew here so that we don't have a bunch of damn stupidity happen. Let's go. Driving. And that would be really bad because you know what, there's a lot of locals that are young and they have to work, so I hope they put an exclusion in because that would be really terrible. That would really be terrible. If they couldn't work. Because of a curfew thing. And see, Florida's never really had a curfew. Actually, in Florida, if you're 12 years old, they consider you an adult, if you can believe that. 2, you can take kids out with you at a place that serves food, and they can be with you till whenever. All night long. Hanging out. As long as they're with, you know, an adult and all that. And you can even drink, actually. I used to take my daughter out karaoke, and I don't drink liquor. I quit that years ago before I had kids. And some old bats called the police on us at Donovan's in Panama City, Florida, and I've known the owner for years. Nice man. And we were up there. It was about 8 o'clock. And my daughter's all decked out. We used to go down there, and she liked to sing karaoke. And she would get up there and tear it up, boy. And it was just a blast. So she loved to go down there to dance and sing. And the people loved it. And then you know, people would call her up and ask her to sing with them and stuff. It was really cute. And so anyway, we used to love to get decked out and drive over there and hang out and entertain and stuff. And when I'd come in the building, they'd immediately go, "Oh, she's here." And they'd play my song and go, "Get on stage." And I'd go, "Okay." And they were really fun. And so one night, these old bats walked by me, and I'm drinking Coke. And she says some nasty stuff in front of my child and cussing, which really offended me. And she's like, "You're a terrible parent. You shouldn't have a baby in a bar, you know." And it's not a bar. They had pool tables there and games, and there was other adults with their kids shooting pool and stuff like that. And it's just a really, really nice place by the water. And it's a family place that legally serves food, okay? So anyway, don't think I was sitting at the bar with my child. That's nasty poo-poo. Anyway, we were sitting at a table by the window. They had big, long tables over by the karaoke stuff and the dance floor. So anyway, policeman comes in and is walking. I look at the owner. He's sitting at the bar. And he's like, "It's okay." One of the customers stepped over and said, "Those 2 old bats are nothing but trouble. You're fine." I said, "Well, I don't even drink." And I said, "It doesn't make a difference. You're fine." I said, I can leave. I said, "It's not a problem." And they said, "No, you're fine. Just stay right where you're at." And so the young officer came over and said hello, and I introduced my daughter, and I said, "Is there a problem?" I said, "Sir, you could check my drink. I don't drink. I haven't drank in years." And I said we just come here so she could sing karaoke, and we dance sometimes. It's real fun. And he says, I don't have a problem with it. Not at all. He said, a matter of fact, the law here is there is no curfew for small children, and especially as long as they're with an adult, you know. And he says, you know, we don't really care. And by law. I said, oh, okay, I just didn't want to offend anybody, be a problem. I said, the owner's fine with it, but, you know, we'll be happy to leave if it's a problem. And he said, no, you're fine. So I went outside, and I took those two old bats outside, and they're screaming and yelling because they had called 911. Oh, yeah. Officer ended up taking them to jail. Yep. So now, years later, a bunch of idiots caused a bunch of trouble down in Miami the other night. And now the Okaloosa mayor and all that is concerned that it's going to happen here and ruin us. And so they're thinking about doing a curfew. Now, we're not talking about curfew on the beach, because there's been a curfew on the beach for at least 10 years. You don't go down on the beach after hours unless you're over at that mall over there on Okaloosa Island where it's called the Gulf, and they own that beachfront right there. And then you can do whatever right there. As long as you're a participating customer there. But otherwise, no beach. So, they don't permit it after nightfall. And you get tickets for that stuff too, trust me. But yeah, so it's a shame if we come to this, because my biggest worry is for the kids that are working, whether they're from here or not, if that's going to affect them so that they cannot work because of a curfew. I think it'd be shameful. So bottom line, if you're a tourist, a visitor to this state, clean your act up. You don't play your stereo full blast going down the street or in parking lots. It's against the law. And you're poisoning our air. You don't show your butt, scream and yell, act stupid in Walmart, ride all the skateboards, ride the bicycles down the aisles, and be an idiot. You don't pull up in the parking lots and throw your trash all over the ground for all your to-go food and then leave. You don't go doing donuts in parking lots because it's dangerous and you can go out of control and kill somebody. You respect our speed limits. And if you're drunk and driving, or you carry drugs in Florida, forget it. Your party's over. One thing Florida doesn't like: drugs, guns, and drunk drivers. So, please respect our state. Please don't make us come to this, because you're going to put a bad effect on people that are just trying to make it. You know? That would be so sad. What if there's a kid that's 15 trying to work and buy their first car? Or put money for college or something, or get a place to live. You know, you ruin it for the people that live here. And the people that have come here from the corona lockdown states just to try to work because their state's under lockdown. They're just trying to stay alive and get ahead. So please don't ruin it for everybody. Please go back to where you came from. Go show your butt over there. Because it doesn't impress us with you acting stupid. We like it the way it is, peaceful and nice here. We like to hear the ocean. We like to hear the wind. We like to hear people talk. And most of all, we like to sleep. We don't need your noisy idiot butt coming here to act stupid. Talk to you guys later. Hope you have a great one. Love ya.